Yeah,
So,
me too.
Yeah, well,
kind of an interesting point.
And if I'm reading this correctly, the gods of the Ilrathian pantheon are chaotic. And I was just trying to remember, because you're right about faith being just kind of scattered around in different places,
right?
And what it says about increasing faith,
right? Well, there's actually a mechanism for it, and I'm trying to find where it is. So I doubt it's very important for our adventure, but just so you know, sooner or later you're going to be you're going to be assigning either bonuses or deficits to faith. It's not really relevant to the moment. Right now we're looking at this weird map. Can we actually read? I'm interested. Can we read that thing? The papers?
The papers are in some magical language with the geometric shapes.
Okay.
Strange,
gibberish.
Yeah, pretty much. The map is, like I said, it's kind of a simple map, but it does have, some distances and things on there that kind of make things a little bit easier for you when you compare to your map. It's,
that's fantastic. Now, of course, our question is, did somebody just slip this behind those rocks just because they went back there to take a leak and it fell out of their pocket? Or was that put there for a reason for someone else to get? It's
been there for a while.
It hasn't? Okay.
Like it's been there long enough. I mean, there's like dust. So, I mean, it looks like it's been forgotten.
Okay.
Are there any? So it has where we are, and it has where we have been. I mean, are there any other interesting places on the map that are marked? I mean, anything else on the map that seems like it would be of interest or value to us?
If there is,
well, it has.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, it does have where you're at now, and there is a location, but it's not marked. That's to the left side of the paper. Presumably, it's Mordax.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, we don't know. It would be very interesting if it said Mordak on it, and then you're like, Mordak, how long have you been here? But that's neither here nor there. But all right, so at least it's physically. I think we can make use of this. And if I read Mordak right, he's going to be real pleased. Okay, we got to decide it. We're going to give him the snake. The question is whether, I mean, presumably if the snake doesn't like decay to uselessness by the time we get out of here. But the question I have is whether we should give this to Mordak when we get back, or maybe we should keep it for, more suitable company like religious authorities and stuff. So, regardless, Pixie, it'll be up to you what we do with this thing. In the meantime, I'll just carry it with me, just in case we need to do some mapping with it. How's that sound?
That sounds great. Pixie, like with the magic book, I mean, that's not what a channeler would be interested in, right? Because the channeler doesn't, have the spell thing in the same way.
Well, not only that, but I mean, if it's not, proper magic, then it's, dangerous shit. And we need to give it to people who can, protect it, destroy it, deal with it, interpret it, without being corrupted by heinous, pagan, devil-worshipping, perverted, bad people. Magic.
So you do see a lot of, on the map, there is a lot of symbols and things over on the right side of the sheet, showing like this is perhaps a pathway from Mordax, where he's at now, going through the swamp and over to this other place. That's what you're looking at. It looks like it's marked as being about 15 miles from where y'all are at now. heading east.
So what is it exactly? I mean, at least on the map, what does it look like?
On the map, it looks like well, there's a lot of different symbols, and it's kind of hard to make out what it is, but it could very well be. I mean, placed far enough away, it could be another city because there were
right.
7.
Okay. Well, personally, unless the goddess says otherwise, I think that can be Expedition B. We can come back with better. With what we've got already, we can probably get some patronage and support for a pretty damn good expedition out here without just being a ragged little band. That's my thinking. We can come back with the imperial blessing. We can come back with proper sort of almost men-at-arms support, caravan, the right kind of vehicles to get through this kind of area, all that stuff. But is that all right with you? Should we head back? I'd say we should head back to Mordax in the morning.
Yeah, because it seems like we're fairly, if we head out in the morning, we should easily be, provided we follow our maps and don't encounter anything foul, we should get to Mordax fairly quickly, I would think.
Right. Okay, Scott, there we are. What are you going to do?
All right, then. All right, so we're going to spend the night. It's a nice little place. I mean, you can see why Mordax would want to spend the night here if that's actually who stayed here. It is. It seems mystical. It's just perfect, So you have a good night's sleep. You don't have to worry about nobody's comes knocking. You don't have any disturbances. Amidst this corrupted swamp, you have this one place that seems to be just beautifully enchanted. So.
Well, seems like
that morning,
safe haven for future reference. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough. In the morning. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say in the morning. Do you want to just head out as soon as possible? Or is there anything else that you need to do in this area?
Well, I think Pixie would like to, because I can do this once a day, try to acquire a new channeling effect just to see if I can get something where I can get an effect where I don't have to take the -5 penalty.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that happen now. You've been rolling good.
Yeah, we'll see. So to acquire the effect, I think I basically just roll, and whatever the effect's negative is gets applied. I'll be using my special feather, which kind of helps my concentration.
Yes.
And I'm going to be trying for the gate effect, which let me just, I think it's a minus. Yeah, it's a -7. So I have to get a pretty good roll on this. I bumbled.
Oh no! So. Ouch! All right.
Oh no!
That's all right. Yeah, this is just what she does every morning.
Yes.
And like
hey, it's gonna happen in this
channel something. All right. Sooner or later. Sooner or later.
Oh, it'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
So what now, Scott?
All right. So heading back. You know to look out for the slugs, so you don't have any other real things to that you follow the new map, right? And this actually does lead you backtracking. You find the old dead tree, and from there you follow the path on the new map, and it does lead you back. This is about a good 10 miles journey. So it's going to be about noon, maybe
maybe
evening
more.
when you get back.
In terrain of this kind, I suspect it's probably more.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, you went over a lot of terrain. Yeah. So yeah, by the evening time, you do get back to Mordak's
Unwounded,
windmill.
still alive, and I think we found your box.
Through trials and tribulations, yeah, you've got some scars. So Mordak is very pleased with the papers. Wait, no, did you want to give those to him?
I'm still
or
thinking about it. I almost. What do you think, Pixie?
Well, one question. When you're in Mordak's place, like, does he have papers himself that are kind of laying around? Does he have books or?
Books and papers. He is very unorganized.
I wonder if it would be worth like taking a look to see if what he has seems to match up in some way with what we found in that box.
Oh yeah, you can definitely take a look. I mean, anywhere you go, there's going to be something related to magic, arcane lore laying around, pinned on the wall or something. So yeah, I mean, you do notice that it's
like these
really,
these symbols and stuff that were drawn on the map and in the papers.
You don't recognize the symbols, but it does look like his writing that you can see, and it's just really faded. It's old and faded. I mean, this could be several years old, sitting back there, collecting dust. He may have passed through at some point, left it, but that's what it looks like.
So it's your call, Robbie, whether Pixie wants to give him his box back or not. I will give him the snake head.
Ooh, where did you find this?
I'm trying to figure out how that's not a stupid question. I will explain that. I'll tell him a little bit of our stories. That we did find, one of the cities. We did find a way in. We explored a bit and discovered some wicked, ancient, arcane evil that, of course, we bested with the power of the goddess. That's not a problem. And the bravery of everyone here. And so, and again, by said blessing and approval, we made our way back here safely. And we figured you seem to like specimens and weird stuff, so here's a giant mutant snakehead for you. Oh, and the swamp seems, the fens seem a little more inhabited than I thought. Seem to be people all over the place.
Yeah, and fortunately we found a shack to stay in, over the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some old ruins, that were very nicely suited for travel, and seemingly gifted with some sort of spiritual protection from the influences of the swamp, because there are icky things.
Wow. Well, it's good to see that old shack is still there. That's where I used to live at one point, and I had to leave the swamp. It became a bit too dangerous for me to traverse to and fro. So I found this place here, which is a little bit more convenient for me too. The spells that I put on to protect must still be working.
Noted. Powerful wizard. Fortunately, not particularly ambitious or active.